Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show. Have a seat, my nigga. Recline back. Real niggas making this.
Welcome to Acquired Taste Media Podcast. You know who it is, SOE Cash Cow. And I'm here once again with my Nubian goddesses. You know, my professional podcasters. You know how we get down. To my left, I got none other than the Big Doula.
What up?
Big Doula. What's going on, Big Doula?
What's up? You gonna make that name stick, though.
Hey, that's a hard-ass name.
It's dope, though.
That's a hard-ass name.
It's so dope.
Hilarious. Hey,
dope.
yo, hey, just delivering babies, man. For real, all these babies, these young girls who's having these babies, they don't want to be pregnant. And so I'm running into all these inductions because the hospital just passing them out like candy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, I just listen. All right, let's hold on. We'll
We're gonna get to that.
And next we got to my right, Love and Light, Asia Latrice, our new. She just passed her exam. We're gonna toast to that right quick.
Well, it's not actually an exam. It's like the school's exam. It's cool, though. It's part of,
passed
like...
it?
Yes. So I
Okay,
can wear
put
the
your cup
Amelia.
up.
Carrollton Barber College. Shout out.
You advanced to the next level, baby.
Yes, baby.
Congratulations.
One step closer to my dream. Yes. God is so good. It's been such a great journey.
Let's put some hair on your chest.
Put some hair on my chest.
Where's that about?
Woo. But yes.
Put keratin on your chest.
Yes, it did. But yes, it's a great experience. Happy to be here. How's everybody? Great? Feeling good?
You know, we doing good, doing great, living life. These kids going back to school in a minute. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. It's moving fast, though.
Moving real fast.
But yeah, though, Pete, the hospitals be giving inductions out like candy. Like mom going there, she like 37 weeks. She like, I'm tired of being pregnant. They like, oh, you want to get induced? And the girls be like, yeah, I'm tired of being pregnant. They had this baby and they get all this fake hormones. It's terrible. It's a terrible cycle. I will be all day to talk about it. And I'm in class to get my lactation consultant certification.
That's dope.
And so I'm learning about how it even affects breastfeeding, which is like something that's natural, you know. But like when they go through all that, like the epidural got fentanyl in it. And epidural's got fentanyl in it.
Epidural's got fentanyl in it, guys.
Why?
Shouldn't be doing it. Shouldn't be using
Why,
it.
though? Why?
Man. And then they drugging them. They talking about it don't affect them, but come on.
It definitely affects them. But what I was going to say was, it's crazy that you say that because I have two friends right now who just told me that their babies were about to be induced. One of them said they were about to get induced like next week. The other one was like, I think next week too. Like both of their kids is about to get induced.
Yeah.
So I wanted to say like I wouldn't do that, but you know when the doctor tells you,
That's
you
just
can
it.
get it induced,
And
get it induced. They be like, oh shit, I'm with it.
Yeah, and they take the doctors like they authorities when these doctors are just practicing on them. That's why it's called a medical practice.
Well as there's money involved as well.
Oh, that's the big part.
Right. So when they do certain procedures, they get paid a certain amount of money for certain procedures. So they may want to look at doing one procedure because this procedure only pays $10, but I can do this procedure and it pays $100. So why not just do this procedure for the $100?
Yeah, it's a cycle, it's a scheme, and they got it so calculated so well. You know what I'm saying? That it's almost fail proof. You know, they get a women fake hormones. The fake hormones are going to give you more intense contractions that you can't take because your body's hormones are going to give you contractions that's much more customized to your body. These are the hormones that the baby release at the time that the baby's actually ready to come out. They're the ones in control of releasing those hormones in order for a mother to go in labor. But the hospital like, oh, we did this test and it showed that everything inside of the baby is developed at 37 weeks, so we going to go ahead and tell you that you can push it out. You ain't got... If the baby was ready, then they would produce those hormones to come out.
Right.
Just because it showed 37 weeks is developed don't mean that God ain't behind the scenes tinkering and putting them.
Well, no, they say things like. They say things like, "Oh, well, the baby," because this is what my dude told me that the doctor told him. He said, the baby is already at 8 pounds. You don't want the baby to be at 9 or 10 pounds.
Yeah, they tell them all types of stuff to get them in there so they can
And I'm
make
like, why
money.
not? Shit, you didn't carry them at 9 pounds. I mean, at 8 pounds. Why can't you carry them another couple weeks to 9 pounds? I don't think it'll. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the big difference?
Now, is this the first baby?
This is their second one.
Their second one. That just. Listen, because here's the thing: the second time around is much easier, of course, because your body is like, okay, I know what this is. You know what I'm saying? And I won't say easier. I'm saying because each birth is different, but I'm saying the way your body handle it. You ain't gonna have a baby bigger than what you can actually manage to push out. That's like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there are certain circumstances because there's different pelvis shapes. There are some women who can't push a baby out because of the way their pelvis bone is shaped. You know what I'm saying? So there are some instances, you know what I'm saying? I don't take away from that, but the majority of the stuff that I'm witnessing and a lot of us are witnessing is them just simply saying, y'all ready for the baby? Come out, schedule this appointment, and giving these babies birth dates. Giving them, no, for real. Think about giving them birthdays. They supposed to be a damn Sagittarius. They goddamn whatever before that because you didn't decide to take them out before that. You know what I'm saying? Just
now their whole life cycle fucked up.
Right. Their whole time. And they all jacked up. Now they don't know
Y'all
who they
confused,
are.
like in between two different signs.
Right. So I'll be in there, you know, trying to merge the shit. You know what I'm saying? And one part of me is like, okay, I'm doing the physical stuff, but I'm zoning in on the baby. Like, okay, let me make sure your spirit actually came in already into this damn baby because you probably still in the waiting cell, waiting. You know what I'm saying? For when you were supposed to actually come. Your spirit knew, I was supposed to come on December the 1st, and I done got out here in November or something, and now the spirit's up here like, what?
Spirit, wow.
So I'm up here, you know, being spiritual, like, okay, spirit, come down into the baby. It's here early, but I need you to merge. And talking to the baby, speaking positive affirmations into it, you know, off in the cut.
Yeah.
No, for real, I do this. I mean, like, you know, because Erykah Badu does this openly with her clients. And so I say, is it okay? You know, I will ask them, but sometimes some parents aren't, as you know, I deal with and not just that. I deal with a lot of parents. The demographics they deal with a lot of anxiety and depression. Everybody on Zoloft. You know what I'm saying? No, for real, it's sad. So it's like, you know, I can't really present it to them. I'm trying to say the baby, and I feel like every time I have a client, for me, I feel like I was called by that baby. I feel like I was assigned to help that baby come into this world. So I take it very seriously on the spiritual level as well as the physical, but my goal is to empower these women, and I get some good ones sometimes. Every once in a while I get them ones that be like, yeah, no, we ain't doing none of that. I'm going in natural, you know what I'm saying? And they be on it, and first time babies,
they do what they got to do, right?
Yes, and them babies are thriving, flourishing, wonder, you know what I'm saying? They evolving fast and everything, and I can actually just see the difference. I can see the difference from those clients versus the clients who just was like, oh, just take it out, you know what I'm saying? And now the baby can't latch on because the baby's suckle isn't hard enough because they ain't ready yet. They wasn't fully developed, you know what I'm saying? They come out in shock, like, what I'm doing here now? Like, I was chilling, like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even ready. Y'all didn't push me. Y'all
didn't I'm doing here now.
Yeah, so it's a crazy cycle, man, and I'm gonna write a book about this shit.
You should.
You should. I don't know why. You should have been wrote a book about this shit.
Yeah.
You should have a big doula book every year.
You should have a blog.
A book every year.
Everything that you are experiencing, you just document it.
Between that and then you got what else do I run into a lot? The fetal growth restriction, where they say babies be too small for the clients. But the client be like 100 pounds. Like, what you want her to have a 10-pound baby? They looking at this scale. Oh, this is how big your baby is supposed to be. Well, it's scientifically known that white people have bigger babies than black people in the beginning. Like, their heads be bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then eventually black people, babies gain more weight, and that's why you see a lot of babies, they don't have no ankles and wrists because they fat. You know what I'm saying? But that's scientifically known. But the charts they using. Whose chart you using to
the white man's chart?
Right, exactly. So now you telling me my baby too little when my baby is just right. You know what I'm saying? But because it don't fit this scale, you talking about the baby need to come out so it can grow. What? the last 4 weeks of pregnancy is when they grow the most. They can grow 2 pounds a week at the last month of pregnancy. But you know what I'm saying?
You don't know that.
You don't know that.
They're not recognizing that.
Yeah, and then when I tell my clients, because the doctor is like, oh, do it, and they, you know what I'm saying? It's always a clash. So I've gotten to the point where, look, I'm going to just tell you, it's your body. You're going to make the choice, but I'm going to let you know what's going on, and you have to make that choice. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm at the point now where I wish I could just do home births only. I wish I could
home births.
Yeah, home births. That's all I want to do.
Well, it should be more
Sometimes
home
I wonder, you know, what it would have been like if I would have had my children natural, you know, versus going through the hospital. Like, I really, lightweight regret it now. Like, I really envy women that went natural because I know I could have did it. You know what I'm saying? But because of what I was going through at that time, I chose the society way to do it. But I really would love to have experienced that, you know, because I definitely know there's a difference. I definitely know you see a difference. And that's the beauty of it all. You know, like even before they even started any of this, what did they do back in the day?
Right.
Like, they was natural as fuck.
We
like,
exist. Your grandmama exists.
All this was natural. Like, everybody was natural. Like, we created all of these things that we don't need. Absolutely. And it's just that's just dope that you do what you do and you bring so many amazing lives into this world. Like, I think it's just beautiful you do that.
Man, it's a blessing.
Yeah, it is.
It took a lot for me to get there. I ain't even gonna hold you. I had a nice corporate job, making a nice amount of money.
Yeah.
But I had a passion to help women and you know, deliver babies. And so I used to try to do both, right? I used to have sick days. I used to call off to go deliver a baby. Like, you balling. I'm gonna have to go to the casino with you.
Right.
I got the ladybugs following him.
Right. These ladybugs outside.
But
they follow you.
Right.
Like, wait a minute. You moved to this room? Okay, I'm coming in. Look, and it's right there.
And landed on them. But yeah, man, I used to take sick days to deliver a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got like that.
Wow, that's
so
beautiful.
I had to make a decision.
I had to make a decision.
Yeah,
Glad you made the better decision.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And I made that choice based upon just because I while I had a good job, I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to live in my purpose.
Speaking about making decisions.
What we doing?
You know, it's a big decision that everybody is talking about that has to be made come November.
Yeah.
It's a big decision, guys. And
that's what we're going to do every time we talk about the news. We talk about the debate. Because it's almost like, this is some bullshit, this is some bullshit, this is some bullshit, this is some bullshit. On both sides. Like,
I've been hearing.
It's like, who do we vote for? Nobody. Just don't vote for nobody. Like, what if nobody voted for nobody? Nobody vote for nobody. Like, we don't like either candidate, so we're just not going to vote.
With everybody. But I wish we could be so bold, right? I just wish we could be so bold.
So wait a minute. So y'all are black women. Y'all not gonna vote for the black woman?
I didn't say I wasn't gonna vote for her.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's weird.
It's unfortunate.
This is a weird election.
Yeah, it's very weird.
It's uncomfortable. They're making it uncomfortable for everybody to figure out who to vote for.
Well, you only got two motherfuckers you can vote for.
And
one
that's
or the other.
Problem. Right,
that's definitely the issue. That's
definitely the
like
problem.
what? Like, has that ever happened in the history of our times?
No, for a Green
everybody to not vote for anybody. Like,
no, man.
Somebody would still win.
Because the electoral college would
still be a winner.
Yeah.
But it's just like, what is?
I say this. Here's how I feel. Here's because it's like, what's wrong with Kamala? I don't think as a AG, Attorney General, based upon what I've been seeing, it seems like she was doing her job. Now, I don't know all of the inside stuff, but they were saying, like, this one dude, they had an interview with this one dude who said he was innocent, and
But I couldn't put that on her, though.
Yeah, and it's like, they trying to make it seem like she just was black, locking all the black men. But what was y'all doing? That part be blowing me.
Look, what was funny about what you talking about? Look, the guy was like, this nigga said they framed him, right? He got framed, right? He was like, I got framed. This is how he start the fucking story off. Like, yeah, they framed me. I got framed by some people, and when I got locked up, Kamala Harris was in the back, and she was smiling and laughing when I got locked up, which, in my opinion, is like, I could just, like, she just back there like, oh, gotcha, nigga. Like, I just can't picture that. You know what I'm saying? But at the way he tried to make it sound like this bitch was a wicked witch.
How did you spot? How you spot her out the crowd looking at you though? Out of all the motherfuckers in there, you spot her out the crowd, like on a movie. You know, like how the person that's always getting arrested always spot the person that arrested them or got them caught. You motherfucker. Like you said some movie shit.
But listen, but look, so he say she in the courtroom, right? So I'm like, all right, nigga, you got framed. Nigga, whoever framed you must have been good. Like, the fuck? That was the whole reason they framed you, was so that you was going to be falsely, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole reason they framed you. So it's not her fault you got framed, nigga. She sent you to jail because they framed your dumb ass.
You know what I'm saying? The fact that she had in front of her.
Based off the framing.
Yeah.
All right? Hey, however they framed your ass, you went to jail, nigga. Now, I'm not saying it was right. Once they got the real evidence, or they caught the real perpetrator, they let you go. But you can't put that on Kamala. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to put that on the nigga who framed you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Unless Kamala frames you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a different story.
That's a different story, right? It's a whole different topic. But you didn't say that.
Discussion.
You said you was framed by some people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is hard to believe. Hard to believe.
I was framed by some people.
Yeah, you
Who
know,
are these some people?
how many niggas is in jail right now talking about they was framed by some people?
But you
Nigga, set me up, man.
Right.
Nigga, that was
But
you.
you know
selling
what's
the drugs.
blowing me about this whole thing right now is this whole race thing. This whole is she black stuff.
Yeah, that
Y'all
the black
is
stuff is really funny.
What I'm actually, I would say this. A part of me is happy this is happening because people will now start to question what exactly is black, which isn't an origin, a descent, a culture, a nationality. It is something they just made up for people who actually don't know where the hell they came from. You know what I'm saying?
That's all it is.
So
that was the best way to describe it because that's all it. Quit saying, Black Lives Matter. That's something they created, yo. That's not who you are.
And so you look at everybody's race. Asians, they come from Asia. Indians, they come from India. Chinese people, they come from China. So what the hell? Then you get black people, and it's like black. You know, what country is black? You know what I'm saying? And then, or they say, okay, African American. Well, wait a minute. Because we in America, so how we get from Africa and America at the same time? No, because y'all know a lot of us was there, and then a lot of us also are natives of America. So because they had the natives of America and then they had people from Africa with the slave trade or whatever, you know what I'm saying, coming, it's a melting pot. So everybody mad at Kamala because she know where the hell she actually come from. Like what? You know what I'm saying? You come from there, but your daddy Jamaican and your mama's Indian. She black.
She can't help that.
Yeah, I come from Liberia. Just because I say I'm Liberian, does that make me not black? That's the part that blows me.
No,
and I only know,
a motherfucker.
right. And I only know I'm from Liberia because I took that African ancestry test and they told me I was 99.9% Liberian.
But that's the only thing
damn,
that puzzles me.
Yeah, they didn't give me like everybody else had two and two other races. My shit was like, nigga, you from Liberia. Your mama, all them, they from there. Little America. Nigga. That's what it's called. So, but man, it's crazy because I hope that people see now, like, y'all tripping with this race stuff, man. This is out of control. Like, what difference do it make? She act hood to me. I'm sorry. She black to me because she act real hood.
All right, so some of the shit that came out on Kamala, right?
Oh, shit.
Let me tell you let me tell you what came out with Kamala. They have a copy of Kamala Harris's birth certificate. Nowhere on her birth certificate does it say that she is black or African. Of course, because she's, like you just stated.
She's mixed.
The question shit, right? She is also the descendant of slave owners. Kamala Harris is the daughter of Donald J. Harris, who was born in Jamaica, and Shamalin Gopalan Harris from India, and Shamala Gopalan Harris from India. So that's her mom. Mm-hmm. Kamala Harris's 4 times paternal great-grandfather is a guy named Hamilton Brown. He was born in Coatram in 1776, the same year of the U.S. Declaration of Independence. Brown immigrated to Jamaica when it was a British colony, and once he arrived, he became an avid slave owner on the sugar plantation in Jamaica. Hamilton Brown opposed the abolition of slavery in the British Empire and promoted slavery and slave ownership till the day he died. See Kamala Harris's birth certificate below. That was posted on, where was that at? That was on Baller Alert. But,
and,
yeah.
I mean, what? I hear you.
What?
What?
So
this
is how far they're. Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. This her fault.
They're trying to. What's the word?
What does
depreciate
what
her.
What does that have to do with the election?
Because they're trying to
any race.
They're trying to depreciate. If they're trying to make her seem like she's not for the black people, and that her people, her family members or whatever, were slave owners. Meaning they're trying to deter black people and black voters from voting for her. That's why they're putting out.
It's real terrible because you got Hillary Clinton who ran. And
I'm quite sure her family was
she's
white. Slave owners.
Right, I'm like,
sure.
She's white, right?
They were definitely slave owners.
But you had black people supporting her like crazy. And unfortunately, I must say that painfully, a lot of black men are the ones who are against Kamala. And it kind of breaks my heart because it's just like, it shows like, y'all don't support black women, y'all don't support y'all own. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't look at me, shit. I support my own, goddammit. But no, the black men that I've seen, a lot of them have supported her. Mm-hmm. But once again, now we're at a point now. When Obama first came, he was the first black president. Mm-hmm. So people just voting for him because he was black was okay. Mm-hmm. Right? It was like, oh, I'm voting for him because he my nigga. But now it's like,
but he ain't do nothing.
Right. Even though he ain't do nothing, still it was okay back then because he was the first.
Yeah.
But
now by her being the second, it's like people are now they're instead of them being like, well, I'm just voting for her because she's black, which are still people out there like that. Mm-hmm. But even those people are being looked at and are being targeted because it's like, oh, you just gonna vote for somebody because of their same shit. Yeah. You don't want to see their you don't want to know their politics, their policies, things of that nature. Mm-hmm. So now they're even making people who now are like, no, I'm just gonna vote for my people because that's my people. Well, they're even making that a bad thing now. Where before it was like, hey, well, okay, well, you support your people. And once again, white people do this shit all the time and nobody says anything about it. But, when it comes to black people, it's like, you just gonna vote for her because she black like you? Well, she locked up these niggas. She did this. And these are other black men. You know what I'm saying? As well as some black women. Saying like, well, why would you just vote for her because she black? What the fuck you mean? Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna lie. I've heard and seen her policies. I just read you. Her family was slave owners. Mm-hmm. But I'm probably gonna vote Kamala because she's black. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it a buck. She's black. Now, I do know her policies. And I do know some of the things that she has tried to do, as well as I know Trump's policies. I know him. I feel like I know him as a person. I feel like I know that nigga personally, the way that he talks to the camera. You know what I'm saying? And I know that nigga has nothing good for the black community, period. So, I'm going to vote for somebody who is my complexion because I am I'm hoping. Because even with any fucking president that's in the office, I'm doing nothing but hoping. The only way that I can make any changes in my community is by local government. The president ain't doing nothing in Cleveland, Ohio, for real.
No, for real.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact of the matter is, all right, if I'm going to vote, I would love to see a black woman in the office because once again, I have a daughter, and I would like for her to see. Well, like,
right.
hey, I could be president.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I
can
know
make it.
I can.
Right, that type of shit.
Be what I want to be.
Right.
You know, work hard at it. You know, that's really how it's inspiring because even from Obama, like. That's inspiring because we've only seen Caucasian presidents. We haven't seen anybody of our color. It didn't matter if you was mixed. It didn't give. Who cares? You are our color. You're trying to be for our people, and that's what it is. So hopefully she abides by what she's saying. You know, hopefully she really follows through with keeping healthcare afloat and doing her policies that she's doing for our for all people, really. It shouldn't be a race thing. Like, it's turning into a race war now. Like, and it shouldn't even be about the color of someone's skin. It should be about what they're trying to bring to the table. And it's like, I was watching CNN or one of those channels, and this black dude was like slandering her, like, well, her policies and all this and this. And it's just like, okay, I get it, but maybe just give us a chance. Like, how do you even know? Like, you're just judging off of what you're hearing. You don't even know this woman personally. You ain't been in her house. You don't know really how she's moving. Like, I don't know how she was when she was in, what did she do before?
Prosecutor?
Yeah, she was a prosecutor.
Yeah, like, I don't really know her track record. You know what I'm saying? And if she had a good track record of doing whatever she doing, prosecuting, then why y'all hating on her? You know what I'm saying? Just let her live.
Shit. She was good at her fucking job.
Yeah,
so
like, let her live. Like, she looks genuine.
She
looks real. Like, she looks like she's really trying to be for all people. And I don't know. Like you said, I'm going to vote for her too. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take my mom and we going to vote for her. And you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get good things coming forward because I'm not fucking voting for Trump. You know, no way, shape, or form.
I think, and that's,
me either.
You made a good point when you talked about people looking at the policies now. That is a result of Obama. You know, black men. Yeah. Like, okay, he didn't really do nothing for us. So what you gonna bring to the table now? You know what I'm saying? But I would have to say that, in my opinion, I think there is much more scrutiny because she's a woman.
Oh, absolutely.
We've never had a woman leader. We're the only country who's never had a woman leader. And when feminine energy is put into a patriarchal system that has been patriarchal for so long, there's going to be a lot of commotion. You know, there's going to be a lot of duress, a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because people cannot even just take the fact that
a woman can lead.
Right. I had a man tell me, I'm a friend of mine, but I deal with him with a long handled spoon because he's very misogynistic. I'll just be honest, you know. But I asked him, I said, what do you think? He's like, oh no. He's like, you know, she doesn't need to be the face of the United States. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, the United States is a superpower. I mean, we like the bullies. So if you put a woman up there, everybody else gonna think we weak. It's gonna show like we weak. Women. Then he went on to say women already running stuff, but they don't need to be the face. I'm like, oh, so you want to work just behind the scenes? He like, you would look at every president. More than likely, their wife was the one running it. You know what I'm saying? More than likely, Hillary with Bill. You know what I'm saying? Michelle with Barack. More than likely, the woman was really the one pulling the strings in the background, helping the man, you know, helping that man. But they don't need to be the face. I was floored with him. I was like, get the...
Wow.
But yeah, men think it's all types of thoughts like that just because she's a woman. Like, you ain't a woman about to lead me. And so I just say, forgive your mothers. Okay? Please get help. Like, for real. I can't think of nothing else. Forgive your mother. Like, don't talk to her. If you know your ass was out, if she neglected you, you had 50 uncles, you know, forgive her.
Because is she married?
Yeah, she married to a white man. A Jewish man. But and then let's talk about that. Because if you look outside of Barack and Michelle, everybody is dating the other.
Oh yeah, everybody's multicultural. Everybody is multicultural. Interracial dating.
Well, what matter what you are? Like, why does any of this matter?
Well, it matters. Well,
it matters because they created it. They created this divide.
Oh yeah. But that's why, so that's why it matters because they created it, and we're just moving in it. You know what I'm saying? And the fact of the matter is that
hard
because that's something that a couple black men have. One of their reasons of why they're not voting for Kamala is because she has a white husband.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
you weren't like you couldn't marry a black man. Like we weren't that. You know what I'm saying? So Judge Joe Brown, he talked about Kamala like a dog. Like he really dragged her. And one of the things that he talked about was that she slept her way to the top.
Oh my gosh.
With a bunch of different white men. You know what I'm saying? To get to where she's at. And her prosecutor seat and everything. Talk about she was incompetent. This and this. Now, we all know Judge Joe Brown. If you listen to the nigga, he sounds like a crackhead alcoholic. I'm not going to lie to you.
Bitter old man.
I'm sorry, Judge Joe Brown.
He sound like a nigga that didn't get to smash.
Right, he sounds like a crack. Not a nigga that didn't get to smash.
She passed him up, and he's salty about that shit.
Yeah,
that's how he sounds.
It might have been that way too, because the way he was talking, he was a judge around that time, so maybe he did shoot his shot. And she was like, "Nigga, you get your old ass out my face."
Get your beardy, big old country. Nah, I don't like that. Nah.
I actually watched that video because somebody sent it to me, and I was just like, man, oh man.
So Donald Trump also went to the what was that, Chicago convention with the black women?
It was a CNN. No, it was a you talking about the journalist convention? Yeah.
Wasn't that in Chicago? Mm-hmm. And it was all black women, I believe. And
journalists,
journalists. Mm-hmm. And they sat down with him and talked to Trump, and he is a dick. He just is. He always will be.
Man, you have to listen to the responses of the audience, though. They was rolling.
Listen, one thing, and see, this might be another reason why Trump may take it. Because, man, that motherfucker is a walking virality. Like, wherever he goes, you're going to go viral. If you talk to him or you sit with him or anything, you're going to go viral. Like, he's like he is like the epitome of views right now. Like anywhere Trump goes or anything that Trump does, the shit's going to be all over the news, all over the internet, whatever. So that's why I feel like those ladies invited him to that because when they first did it, it was backlash. Actually, I think one of their chair people stepped down for them inviting Trump to that thing because it's a black woman thing, and they invited Trump. But they said they also invited Kamala.
They invited both of them.
Kamala didn't accept the invite.
She declined.
So, they like shit. We tried to get somebody in this bitch. You know what I mean?
I mean, he showed up, though.
Right, Trump showed up.
He showed up knowing he was going in there with a whole bunch of black folks.
And this doesn't do nothing but just make Trump look better and better to some people.
Well, to some people. To other people, it made him look worse.
Well,
because of the questions and how he was answering them.
But once again, he answered them, and this is why I say it makes him look good to people, because he answers those questions honestly. Yeah. You can tell he's not lying about the shit that he's saying.
But he also don't know stuff.
The truth. He don't know shit.
Yeah.
But he's still... But
he was like, DEI, what does that mean? And she was like, what exactly does that mean? And she's like, diversity, equity, and inclusion. And he's like, oh, okay.
Like, I never heard that.
I don't know. I don't know. He's like, can you give me a definition? Like, nigga, I just told you what the fuck it was. What would you want it in a sentence?
Give me
can you put it in a sentence, please? Can you put it in a sentence, please?
Can you give me the verbs and the homonyms of it?
I just gave it to you in a sentence. That's how I gave it to you.
Can you say it in vowel form?
But yeah, it was some little slick stuff that I like when he talked about that, like because the one chick brought up the immunity for the police, and she talked about the girl Sonya Mason. Yeah. And he said, "Oh, you talk about the water, the one lady with the water." And I said, "Wait, why he had the water? How about her shot in the face? Forget the water, nigga."
But what did he say?
But he went on to say, and this is interesting because I've seen. This is what I hate about this whole thing. The voice bites, the bites, how they cut it off right there and try to make you think somebody didn't say something. Yeah. So they did it to Trump, and so I'm a fair person across the board. So when that man got to talking about, he's like, well, I mean, you know, was he doing his job? I mean, he if he's wrong, then, you know, he should be penalized for it. Like, you know, but if he's doing his job, then yeah, he should have immunity. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't saying that every cop's supposed to have immunity.
Right.
He was saying that, you know, they were reviewing in certain situations, you know, they need to be locked up. If they wrong, they wrong. But you will go across the internet and the people who are for Kamala, and they'll cut it off right there before he actually starts getting into what he's saying about the immunity. You know what I'm saying? So that's the stuff that be driving me crazy.
Clickbait.
That clickbait be real. And the other thing they passing around about Kamala when she said, I mean, I'm not just going to do anything for black people. The context of the conversation, he said, oh, so you're not just going to do nothing for black people? First of all, y'all know good and well that woman ain't going to win if she was to just be like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to help all the black people. Fuck everybody else. Come on, y'all. So,
yeah, she tried to win, nigga,
She
damn.
trying to win. She going to dance around that. Like, I mean, you know, and so what she said was, whatever I do for black people is going to impact the economy as a whole. So I'm going to say that I'm doing stuff for black people because whatever I do, it's going to have a positive effect on everybody. That's what she was saying. They cut that out. You know what I'm saying? They take it out of context and have people like, oh, she said this. That's why
But you know, that's not what niggas want to hear, though, for real. We do want to hear, like, you gonna do something for us, right? God damn it. Like us specifically. Like, fuck the bullshit.
Niggas want to hear that.
That's what the fuck we want to hear.
Yeah, but
like,
all things considered, y'all. We in a
listen, one thing I can say,
society.
All I'm gonna say is this: with Kamala, I respect a woman's energy, and I feel like if she got into office, I feel like it would be a good thing. I feel like it would be a positive thing. I don't feel like she would be a bad thing for the country. I think she would be a good thing for the country. I think she would be a good thing for the black community. I think there were some policies that I did see, and maybe I can find them. So, you know, let's put some positive things out here.
She as the VP,
I think she
was all
policy.
in my vein. She was all on my porch with the maternal stuff, and you know what I'm saying, and making sure, you know, infant mortality rate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been looking and seeing the stuff that she did as VP, but then people don't know politics because you can only do so much with a Republican ruled Senate, with a Republican majority Republican. Is it the House or the Senate that's right like that right now? I can't remember which one.
I think it's the Senate.
Yeah. So, and speaking of the Senate, in Ohio, we need to keep crazy looking Sherrod Brown in the Senate seat. Because if he loses seat, a Republican gonna get in it, and they gonna completely take over. So make sure y'all vote for Sherrod Brown because we need some balance. You know, if this thing, I'm one to believe that they all work together. Don't get me wrong, but if I want to play the field, you know, I would say make sure y'all keep him in there so we can have a balance of power. Although I just, you know, in my opinion, this is just you know, trickery to have us fighting each other, and they trying to create a civil war.
But see, okay, so with the Civil War thing, I'm glad you brought that up because that was something that I talked to some young men about as well, and they were saying that at this point in time, because you know, if y'all follow RZA, which I think y'all
that's my boy right there, RZA.
You know, like he said, you know, these politicians are selected before they're elected.
Man, they got schools, grooming schools, and everything.
Right, grooming schools and all that. Right?
Yeah.
So, what was I lost my point, guys. What the fuck was I about to say, guys?
Not sure.
Hold on. Reason Islam, schools. We were talking about Kamala. I done lost it, y'all.
Look, I was the one who stemmed it, and you just threw me off. I know. I'm trying to remember what I just said to you.
We be drinking, y'all. We be smoking shit. That Johnny Walker, goddamn.
Johnny Walker.
You ain't saying it right. Johnny Walker.
It was something about. I know RZA. He talked about them being selected before they elected. And I'm trying to. What was it? I feel like it was I was about to say something about Kamala, but I can't remember exactly what it was. I can't remember what it was now, guys. I'm sorry. But we do know RZA said they selected before they elected, God damn it. So, you know, and like you say, it's grooming schools and all that shit that they go to. Oh, okay, this is what I was going to say. I talked to some young men about the election and the Civil War, right? And some people were saying that they're not going to let Kamala win because if she does win, that would be a possibility at this point in time.
Of a civil war? Because of her winning?
Yes.
That's what everybody was saying.
The reason being, it's not because it would just be for her winning. It's because all these MAGA people would feel like it was rigged. It was set up. Like they did the last one.
Yeah.
Like we stole, like Kamala stole it somehow. Because even right now, people are like, well, how the fuck is she going to, get into the runnings, only four months ahead of the election and win? Mm-hmm. How is that possible?
So basically, and again, I'm fair across the board. They have a legitimate gripe because the way the DNC is supposed to work, the delegate, there's a process that this is supposed to happen, and they just skipped that whole shit and just threw her in there. You know what I'm saying? But they do have something coming up, the convention or whatever.
The DNC convention where
they're supposed to make her official. So she's not necessarily an official person yet. It's just that all of the delegates that Biden had and, other delegates that support her have already let her know, we support you.
Right.
We're backing you. I have not heard
Amazon is backing. No, not Amazon. Who was that? Somebody gave her $7 million to back her. I want to say Amazon, but it wasn't Amazon. It was somebody else.
Yeah. But
Amazon ain't giving her shit.
Yeah, no, not Bezos. I would be surprised about that. But, people going in, You hear about that Twitter that happened?
Yeah, the white boys
Twitters and Elon Musk.
Elon Musk cut that shit.
Girl, they was in there 40 mil raising money for Kamala. This nigga Elon Musk and they had a Twitter group. He shut that shit down.
He blocked that shit.
It's like,
but
why y'all hating?
He put out a fucking AI video of Kamala Harris.
AI?
Yes, they had an AI video going around of Kamala Harris, and she was saying some crazy shit. And it was only being promoted on X.
Wow.
Wasn't being promoted nowhere else. Only on
X.
I
don't have X. I don't have Twitter.
I don't have it either. Yeah. Once Elon Musk bought it, I was done with Twitter because I'm like, I don't want to be on a platform that's controlled by one motherfucker.
That's wild.
That's creepy.
That's crazy.
Ain't that wild?
That's crazy.
It's real wild. But yeah, man, it's crazy. And they are
Civil War.
Yeah, they trying different angles, but the crazy part is, even in the Civil War situation, I'm an optimistic person. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at Venezuela. I don't know if y'all seen that, but apparently the Venezuelan person that was going up against this person that was empowered, he done got kidnapped. And you know what I'm saying? It's crazy stuff going on there, right? So it was a protest, right? But the police was fighting the protesters. And then they was like, man, this is some BS. And they started taking off their uniforms and joining in on the protesters. Nigga, this is
Venezuela?
Yes. You gotta look it up. It's a beautiful thing.
That's amazing.
It's a beautiful thing. And so I see stuff like that and I get hopeful because, it's a lot of people in the blue, the police people, even with that Saya Macy situation that's just been coming out, man, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You don't do nothing like that, And it's I feel like we are all sick and tired of the BS, regardless of who you are. We're tired of it. And my hopes is that if that come out, that we just all finally turn against the government. Y'all, man.
Revolution.
Yes.
But you already know the thing about revolution is that there is going to be bloodshed. And that's the whole thing when it comes to black people in revolution now. But we know what it's going to be, so you just got to suck it up and you try to be. And we got to be triumphant. You got to be the winners.
It wouldn't be ongoing. It would just be the initial. You know what I'm saying? The initial people would have to take a L for the next generation and generations and generations to be cool.
But we might not have to take an L.
Right. We might not have to.
I mean, it's going to be some lives lost. That's the L's that we would take.
That's what I'm saying.
But in the end, there wouldn't be no L took because we would win.
We would win, and we would know our worth and know we are destined to be successful and not poor and not on food stamps and government assistance and all this bullshit they done set up for us to be on. And we are amazing people. We are the only race everywhere in the entire world. Like, it's no coincidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are everywhere. We are the beginning. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we are the beginning.
Right.
Like,
no doubt about
it's an amazing thing to embrace.
That's why we need to have one of us in the fucking office. That's why a black woman, I think a black woman in office would be awesome. And I think she would really help the country as well as black people.
Yeah.
Now, once again, she would have to prove me wrong. But for some reason, I think that she would really help. I think she would probably do more for black people than Obama did.
Yeah, and I would say that, and that's the thing I was saying to you, like, she ain't just gonna come out and say that. Now when she
right, of course, exactly, right.
She might start making.
She gotta wait till she get in.
Right, and that's
bro.
Play the game.
Right, and that's a woman. And that's a woman.
Support her through this struggle. Like, they're gonna hate on her. They're going to hate. That's
let her get in there and then start fucking shit up. That's what. That's what. I mean, fucking shit up in a good way.
In a good way,
in a bad way. I'm talking about coming in there like, nah, you know what? We gonna switch. We gonna do this.
Nah, we're gonna do it. Nah, we're gonna do it this way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like. That's a great idea, but no, we're gonna do it this way, you know, and it needs to be done. Like, it's time.
Because if her father was Jamaican, nigga, you black. Like, your father was black as ever. Your father was the black.
You know, the male is the determining factor. The male is the determining factor. So, honey, you're black, honey.
Blackity black. I don't know how your father didn't have no. Your father's genes wasn't that strong, I guess.
I see a picture of this man, too, because Joe Brown made it seem like the nigga was white. Like,
no, he wasn't blackity black, but he wasn't white.
Because she's light skinned, like she.
Made it seem like he was just the whitest Jamaican.
Oh no, hell no.
You would ever see.
No, absolutely not.
That's a black man.
Let me see.
That's a black man. That's an old black man. That's the deacon.
They can't wait to just pull some shit out their ass.
That's a deacon.
He on the deacon board. For real. He on the deacon board. He go every Sunday. She probably drive him.
You can't tell me he don't look like a deacon.
Yeah, he definitely look like a deacon.
They can't wait to find some petty nonsense.
So here's the thing. This is every 4 years, we know how this works. You know what I'm saying? We know it's going to be a dragging session. I mean, I can't even be surprised about the whole sexual. We already knew they was going to take that angle just because she a woman alone. But even in that, they've been doing that to the men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sure. They've been exposing the men sexual things. Oh, they was Monica Lewinsky and, you know, and this, they was doing this and doing that. So this is a part of the whole I'm going to slander you type of thing. Humanity pissed me off every 4 years, though, because they just lose their shit with the propaganda. And I be like, y'all still falling for this? Like, when are we going to get to the point to where we be like, hey, man, let's stop all this fighting? Like, damn.
All right, so look, before we get done, and when you say stop all this fighting, got a good segue here. I don't know if you guys seen this, but in the Olympics, there was a fight.
No.
I did.
It was a fight between a woman and a transgender woman.
Wow.
The fight stopped, I think, it was less than a minute.
What was they fighting for?
It was a boxing.
Hell. Oh, the boxing. Yeah. Okay.
The transgender woman hit the real woman one time. The real woman said, she said, fuck this shit. I ain't never been hit like that.
How was that even a fair fight, though?
So here's
crazy,
right? It's crazy, but here's what I found out because I was looking at this like somebody. Actually, when you was talking to me, this is what I was responding to, and I was in it. So I found out because I thought transgender. She was not born a man. She has a vagina.
Oh, the chick who knocked her
yes,
in the face?
She has a vagina. That's the part that blew me. I was like, wait, because I thought transgender, you know what I'm saying? When you say transgender, to me, that means that it was born a man and turned into a woman. They had some surgery, they had some hormones.
Failed gender tests. What is that?
And so that's what I'm about to tell you. So what they did was they gave her some type of test that tests the testosterone in your body, and then said she had high levels of it. That don't mean she was born with a coochie, right? So they said she had some type of high level testosterone.
So she's
But wait a minute.
transitioning.
How
inside of her?
he was born with a coochie?
No, she. It's
No.
a girl. And she
But
pregnant the girl.
but how is it a girl and how are they calling her trans?
That's the part I didn't understand when I seen
Yeah,
it.
like
she's not trans.
She's not. She was
She just,
born a woman.
she just felt. Right,
Oh,
so
she
she's
just
not
had
trans.
high.
She
testosterone.
failed.
I'm about to
gender
say,
test.
like, what's
She
going
failed
on
the
here?
gender test.
Right.
They said that she had an X. They basically said, yeah.
How you fail a gender test though?
Yeah.
Wait a minute,
They
what's
tested
going on
her
here?
chromosomes or something that said she had an XY, but she's supposed to have an XX. But she got a V, nigga. She got a coochie. So basically, she had high testosterone levels. Now that could be from she might have been taking something that made
She
her.
was definitely taking
that
something.
made her
That's
do that.
wouldn't that be steroids?
Yes,
Let me tell you something.
exactly.
No, it might have been steroids, but look, she was taking something.
That made her stronger
That,
and more.
she was taking something. In my opinion, she was taking something. Like she's trying to transition to a man.
Yeah, I believe.
That's what she's trying to do. So that's why they're calling her trans, right? Because there was a trans post. There was a trans post up first, and I actually got the trans post.
Let's see
that was up first,
post,
right?
Sir, because we keep
because
saying trans. We ain't seen it.
Post down.
Yeah.
This was the first post I seen, and I tried to comment on it. And when I tried to comment on it, they was like, no more comments available. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I clicked on it, and they was like, this post has been taken down, right? And this is the post that said trans.
Yeah, transgender. I know. But
no other now. But now, if you look back, the post don't say trans. It just says that she failed a sex test. Gender test.
Yeah. I had to look deeper into myself.
Crazy.
But then that's just it though, because when they doing all of these changes and I want to be a man and stuff like that. They get these medicines and stuff that that decrease their estrogen and increase their testosterone, and so they start growing hair on their chest and beards and what I'm saying, all types of stuff.
They start working out.
I'm sure she already worked out as a boxer.
No, when she started taking testosterone, that bitch started working out more.
Because how do we know? How do we know she didn't get like a sex change? The man didn't get the sex change younger, and it just looks like a natural coochie now because he older.
No. I think on the birth certificate it says it's a woman.
We
need to see that birth certificate, goddammit.
On this motherfucking story right here, because this is some interesting, curious shit.
It looked like a nigga to me.
It looked like a whole ass nigga to me.
I mean,
like a nigga with brains. Like a nigga with brains. And he punched her so motherfucking hard.
Like, how a girl gonna be like, nah, I'm cool on you. Girls fight. Girls be boxing. Girls be doing MMA and all that shit. Like, real shit. Like, a bitch
they look like girls, though. But they look like girls, though. Right.
A nigga's punch is gonna feel different from a female's punch. And we know that shit. We not dumb. You know what I'm saying? And she real. And she like, oh, no, fuck this shit.
Yeah,
I ain't about to fight this whole ass nigga.
Exactly what happened. When you
real shit.
When you see it, you're going to be like, well, damn.
I can't wait to investigate this. I'm going down a rabbit hole with this motherfucking story. This is some crazy
shit. She hit her hard as fuck.
Listen, honestly, I have not.
Boom, blew her whole fucking face up.
Man, hell no. I know she was like, what the fuck is this? No,
yeah,
I ain't signed up for this shit. Fuck this. This a whole ass nigga punching me. No. I'm not fighting this nigga 10 rounds.
Nigga, whatever
right. Ding that bell, motherfucker. Ding, ding, ding. I'll be dinging it. I'll be like, ding, ding. Time to fuck out. This a nigga. I'm not fighting this nigga. Time to fuck out. Ding, 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 ding. Okay? That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
That she even had to go through that.
That's fucked up.
And it's fucked up that the refs and them all know that shit. They know that shit.
It's fucked up that it's the Olympics.
It's an interesting story.
Right. Know that shit.
We're gonna follow up on it.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely follow up on it. But
it's gonna be a
that caught my attention. Cause I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I seen it today too and was like, what?
I'm like, she hit her that goddamn hard.
Yeah, she quit with the quickness.
That's like she quit
with the quickness.
She quit. Sheesh.
I ain't never seen nobody quit a fight. You know what I'm saying?
She quit.
Do a lot of people
in the Olympics?
In the Olympics?
Not in the Olympics, they don't.
Wait, don't the Olympics only come around during an election?
Every what? Olympics like
every 4 years.
Right? Something like that.
It is. It's every 4 years.
So. Look, on the Olympics, they got no body fucking. They got no headgear. Okay, bitch hit that whole. That was so
She
hard.
body rocked her head.
Man, I'm telling you, I seen when you see the punch in slow motion.
Yeah, man, she rocked her real good,
She
man.
punched her hard as fuck.
I can't wait to see it.
You just see that bitch blonde hair go everywhere. Like, I was like,
Yeah, man, it was all bad. It was all bad.
All right, y'all. Well, that was dope. We gonna keep. We gonna stay up to this. We gonna stay up on this one.
But I just want to say for sure one thing though. I have not turned on the Olympics though. I've watched all clips of stuff and I just keep. I have not watched it because I
was trying to watch a Brazilian against somebody volleyball, but I think I missed it.
Yeah.
So volleyball.
I was mad I missed the track and field. Did that happen yet? I do want to watch that.
I think it happened this week.
My girl Sha'Carri out there.
No, I think you. No, Sha'Carri. No, you ain't missing it. It might be tomorrow.
Okay.
Because if Sha'Carri win or whoever beats Sha'Carri, if Sha'Carri win or if she lose, they always post it.
Yeah.
And I ain't seen nothing posted about Sha'Carri today.
So peep this. If y'all haven't watched it yet, watch that Sprinter on Netflix.
Sprinter?
Yes, it's called Sprinter. Mm-hmm. And it's about them. It's about the racers, the sprinters, and it's them going to the semifinals before they get to the Olympics. It's gonna have you sitting at the edge of your seat. But that's the only reason, and that is the only reason why I'm ready to chime in to that, because I feel like I'm continuing. Yes, I'm continuing. I didn't connect.
I'm connected to the Sprinter show because I watch Sprinter,
to it, and I'm continuing to see like what the outcome is, because they didn't just cover. They cover all of them. The ones from Jamaica, which y'all know that's always the rivalry, the United States and Jamaica. So they covered their racers, male and female. So, watching that, you'll know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, shoot. But it's a really good series. I think it's like 6 episodes. It's really good.
Okay, Sprinter. All right, for sure. So, Love and Light, where can they find you at?
Angel Latrice on Facebook and Miss New Day on Instagram, and then I will be starting my hair page. If you would like to get your hair done, come holler at your girl, Carrollton Barber College on Lee and Harvard. You already know, big orange sign, you can't miss it. We in there doing everything: cuts, silk presses, braids, blocks, trims, colors, dyes.
At a discounted price too?
Yeah,
yes.
Because usually it is a school, so
it's a school. I was
just
talking shit.
So
I was just talking.
But we nice in there. So
she was doing so much, so I just throw some other stuff she could do in there too.
I ain't doing none of that shit in there. But come holler at your girl.
Hey.
And where can they find you at? 1978.
1978, baby, classic. What you know? When you born in 78?
79, baby.
Oh, you little baby. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn.
Oh, you can find me. It's just a year. But you can find me at Original Indigo Empress on IG, or you can find me at Risha, and that's with an I before the E, Carlisle on Facebook.
That's a whole ass man boxing that girl. Like, that's a whole ass man.
I told you, with braids in his hair.
Had both of them standing next to each other. Like, what are we doing here,
man?
Like, what are we doing here, people?
Well, we appreciate the love. Make sure you guys click the link in the bio, like, subscribe. You know what to do. Make sure you guys leave a comment. We love your comments. We always, I always answer back to your comments. As well as make sure you check out Auntie Yolanda's new single, Bottles Up High. She had a new single coming out too called Been There, Done That. I think that one's going to be real hot. So make sure you guys check that out when it comes out. And just stay tuned. We got more podcasts, more episodes, and
more hot stuff coming.
We're super dope. So, if you want to be where the cool kids are, this is the place to be. You heard me?
I'm going to have to get in the comments. He's like, I answer the comments. Let me
go in the comments.
See what they got going on.
Big doula. Let the big doula get in the comments.
Yeah, you know what? Let us know.
To add that, we're going to also be on Spotify, podcast, Tidal Pod. We're going to be on all the audio streaming podcasts real soon, so I'll keep y'all up to date on that. We're going to be stepping the game up to get on all the audio podcast platforms, so y'all can ride in y'all whips and listen to us too. Y'all just got to see us on YouTube. You hear me? All right. Well, we appreciate the love. Peace.